Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek. I am Penge, welcome back to Citystate. So here is the Citystate of Pangea, and of course it is utopian. This is the only place to live right now in the whole of the world. This little place here, this tiny little city-state area, is the place to live because it's utopian. It's utopian. They've got everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry on. We're just going to carry on as we have been doing. Now, I was thinking about this when I was looking at what to do and what to record and stuff. I do quite enjoy playing this, but I do wish... I wish for two things. One, I would like some more city building options because there are not many. There's not that many. You can place some water, you can place some forests, there's farms, buildings, roads, ploppables, which are all parks, colleges, which I would like to get to eventually, and then also there's the mining, and then you can knock stuff down. It would be nice if there were other things. Somebody has accurately pointed out on one of the comments on the previous videos, and thank you if you are commenting because it's all good. Someone said, where does the electricity come from? Where does the power come from? It's a very good question. I don't know. I don't know. Where does the power come from? Do we just get magic power? I really don't know. So in the budget bit, I can't do anything because it's pause. Right, pause. Yeah, the sort of utilities for lots, which are those. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the power comes from. I'm not entirely sure where it all comes from. There's a few question marks. So one thing I would like is just a little bit more in the city building bit. Now, I know it's not designed to be entirely a city builder. It's supposed to be a sort of generic city builder, which you then influence with your decisions. And that leads me on to the second part. I would like the issues to come up a little more frequently. Because we've not had that many. We are on year 19. We've not had that many. Let's have a look at how many decisions we've made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 in 19 years. That's not even one a year. And there's loads left. There is absolutely loads left. So I'd like them to come up a little bit more frequently. Or maybe they come up at that, whatever the rate is. I don't know. One every, 18 months? Not even that. One every 15 months or something. Or you could have, like, you earn points. Maybe you earn points from doing something, or you earn points from, I don't know, this economy thing, or GDP, or whatever. I don't know, quality of life maybe gives you points per year that you're utopian, you get a couple, and if you're a normal, you get less. And then you could use those points to sort of summon an issue to appear, and then that would move things along. Because, in my eyes, the issues bit is what this game is all about. That issues bit, which I now can't click on for some obscure reason. Is it because I've got the thing open? No, I can't. Oh, no, because there's no issues. It's legislation. This is what drives the game. Let's just pause it a sec. This is what drives the game. This is what sets it apart from all the other city building kind of games. This bit here. So I can't think of any other city building game that kind of has quite this level of stuff. Sales taxes on cars. Yes, the rock and roll fun ones. The precautionary principle, I don't know what that is. But yeah, so I don't know that any that go into quite this depth for so many different things. So that's what sets it apart. So it seems a bit weird to then have the bit that sets it apart not actually happen very often at all. Okay, right, well, we have an issue to deal with. Should guns be legal? Oh, this is terrifyingly topical, isn't it? Have they forced this upon us? So, should guns be legal? Indeed. Guns should be entirely legal and sold with normal tax rates. Possession is legal and taxed, but carrying of the firearm is forbidden. Possession permission only for hunting license and policemen. Guns are illegal. Police officers can only carry firearms under special situations. Now that police officers carrying firearms under special situations is how the UK police force works. So police officers are not all armed. You have to be specially trained, and then you are a firearms officer. Or you can have a taser as well, and various other little bits and bobs like the rubber baton. Well, the rubber bullet things, not rubber batons, would be pointless. The rubber bullet things, you can have those as well, but you have to be trained in them, and you're part of a special sort of firearms response squad. Not everyone has them. So, definitely not the first two, that's madness. Possession permission only for hunting license and policemen, or guns are illegal. Police officers can only carry firearms under special situations. Well, in terms of actual game rules, can I move time on? Can I click that? No, I can't click that. Gun ownership was very low, wasn't it? Gun ownership was very low. So I think, in purpose of the game, I would pick this. And in my own mind, I would pick this. Now, this is quite divisive. This is quite a sort of divisive one. But I think that guns are illegal. Police officers can only carry firearms under special situations. So yes, you have to have certain clearances and various bits and bobs and training and all that kind of stuff. Someone has to authorise it. So yeah, I think we go down that route. Now, yes, some people might be going, what? Why have you picked that? I can't unpause the game. There I can now. Spacebar didn't work for some reason. So yeah, guns are illegal. Police officers can only carry them under special situations and approve that. Okay, so it made no difference to anybody's population. That was fine. The freedom index has fallen, but I don't know what that is. And civil rights and impact on the budget indeed has also not really been affected too much. Now, I have just noticed out of the corner of my eye, our cash flow is rather low. What's going on there? We make enough food, which is good, because we've got this massive area over here. Iron, we produce and consume not much, so we sell a lot. Oil, we don't produce that much, but we could certainly get more. There's a little bit over there we could possibly get. And gold, yes, we make an awful lot out of gold. So it must be these going up. It must be the budgets going up. Okay, that's interesting. Now, let's click this. Low income, middle income. I hadn't noticed the spelling error in this there. That's good. That's nice. So we're growing at 13.8% per month. Now, the logic in me says, well, put the taxes up. Put the taxes up or build more houses. Now, building more houses is probably a good idea. Anyway. Building more, whatever they are, plots, whatever, is probably a good idea. But then if it kicks into this legislation stuff, if it says, the legislation is here and that's how it works, then, I might be paying, I might build some stuff thinking, yes, I'll get it on taxes. And then the legislation we've chosen might actually cost me more because the legislation that I've picked applies to those particular plots. Does that make sense? I don't really know if it does, but now I'm losing money. So here we go. Let's ruin the utopian way of life. Let's bop, bop, bop. Let's just knock a percentage onto the taxes. There we go. So we've kind of stabilised it for now. We've stabilised that. Okay, so what can we do for these? Oh, there's not really much oil around, is there? Not really much oil at all. Any of these mines got a pretty good chance of something in? Oh, that one's not so bad. So yeah, we'll drill that mountain. Okay, so that's iron. That's a good thing. What I might do is we might turn this area then into a sort of coastal bit. So a nice coastal area. Now the demand is for upper class folk, presumably who get a higher income on the tax band, I would guess. So upper. Is it upper class? Kind of upper levels of economy. So I'm going to transform this bit. So we'll transform this bit around, which is useful. We'll take out these things. So I don't think there's anything particularly in. There's no sort of gold or anything. Not really. Not that's worth getting. Because someone also pointed out as well, thank you for commenting. Thank you everybody for commenting. Land value is obviously is indicative of how much your property is worth. And it's also influenced by things nearby like parks and woods and water. In fact, I did notice the water just here. If you go to build, that there, +2 to +5 land value for water. So water also has a bearing on your land value, which is why the fancy pants ones here, look at the front, absolutely sticking out into the middle of the sea. They're like massive, big, super fancy houses. And other ones further back, middle class. And this is a completely abandoned lot. Do you know what? Let's knock that down. And let's put a load of trees. Yes. Okay, that might help the land value of other things. So now trees, look, +2 land value. And plus 0.2 environment, which is quite cool. I like that. I quite like the fact that you can drop them in. So yeah, hopefully that will then stimulate this over here, because this isn't really, nothing has been taken up over here very much. Shall we drop that one out? Take that out. Let's put one of these in. Let's put a park in. There we go. See if that helps. That might help the land value of all the things around there as well. And now while we wait for another issue to appear, let's go. Oh! I thought I just put a load of forest down. It's right click to drag. Right click to drag. Never mind. That's absolutely fine. I'll go through. We'll clear out all this stuff, and we should change this into a sort of a residential kind of area. But we'll come back if any issues arise whilst I'm doing that. Okay, right. An issue has appeared just while I'm sort of going through this jungle area and mining for gold. An issue has popped up, so that's probably a good thing. Renewable energies. Should we encourage the use of renewable energy sources? So I kind of think yes, off the top of my head. And again, this goes back to energy then. This might answer the question of where we get the energy from. So no subsidies for any type of energy. Subsidising the production of renewable energies when individuals or private companies are involved. Okay. Renewable energy should count for 35% of the total amount of energy produced in the country, or renewable energy should count for more than 90% of the total amount of energy produced in the country. Okay, that bottom one seems unobtainable. That seems a bit crazy. That's going to have a massive impact. Yes, that would make me very broke. I think this one is still very expensive. We can count that by possibly putting the tax up. In fact, we might reduce some of these because we're utopian. I think we can drop down from utopian land for a bit. We'll get back up, I'm sure. So yeah, I think this renewable energy should count for 35% of the total amount of energy produced in the country, because that's quite good. I'm going to go for that. Now, what impact is this going to have? Lower income like it, middle income not so much, and the higher income do like it. However, money-wise, that's a little bit of a kick in the head. So what if I just drop 2 of those down? 2, whatever it is, percent, I suppose, each for each one. Has that made a big difference? Okay, maybe we need to drop it another 1 each. Okay, has that made a difference? Okay, we're not losing as much. We're not losing as much. Right, I have turned this over here into a livable area, and it seems to be actually working quite well. It looks very nice. Look at some of these des reses over here. Look at this place. Upper class. Stay... Oh! Maybe I should have looked into this a bit more, because look, there are stages. So 83 people live in those fancy pants digs there, with a land value of 154, desired 80, and it's stage 4 of maximum 5. Now this place here that's being built is going to be a stage 5 of 5. So let's wait and see what that looks like. Okay, I'd prefer to live in this one to that one, to be absolutely fair. I suppose it's what it's like inside it, I guess. So yeah, look, this has actually worked. Now there is a park there. Now the parks are costing me a little bit. Parks are indeed costing me some monies. Cost me 160. If I didn't have the parks, it would be nice. But yes, it's the legislation that is actively hurting me. It's hurting me in my pocket. I left these mountains in for the land value thing, but I'm not really sure if that helps. I don't know how near things have to be in order to get like land value. Like that mountain there, does that affect down here? I don't really know. Now look, these here, look, for whatever reason, haven't been taken up, even though they're next to nice forests and mountains and pretty things. In fact, you know what? Let's put a high one there as well, see if that goes, because that's got mountains next to it, which is good. Now, the mining operation there might not be the best thing, but never mind. Right, I was back. I was doing gold. I was mining. I was digging for gold, which is what I was doing, because I was thinking, well, maybe if we had some more gold coming in, that might also help with the costs, with our falling cash flow. So I'm going to try and get as much gold as I can, and then I believe if they are on roads, or if they have access to a road network, if they're within 3 tiles of the road, you get more for it anyway. So that might be worth doing as well. If we just have a little gold area in here, maybe put a few houses on the coast and leave the rest as jungle, possibly. Get a road going through it. Maybe turn that bit into an area, living area, because that's probably quite a desirable. That looks very nice. You stick a road like that and fill that up with houses and stuff. Have a road going through here to sort of link all those up. And then have something going along the coast. Might be quite nice. And keep that there, because our environment score is quite high and it's quite nice. I like having an environment score that's quite high. So yeah, I'd quite like that. So yeah, here we go. Let's go back to doing what I was doing. And we should come back when there is another issue. And we found some more gold. That's good. But yeah, we'll come back when there's another issue. And yeah, we'll check out what's gone on over here. Okay, that's well timed. So I just built all this up, look. So I'm going to leave that as rainforest in there. I like the idea that that's all rainforesty and all rather nice. Also note, this year, so year 22 in December, I think it was, I got this issue. So let's deal with the issue. How should stores and malls be regulated? So retail legislation. Merchants can sell whatever they want that is legal. Informal vendors are tolerated. Merchants can sell whatever they want that is legal. Informal vendors are prosecuted. Merchants can sell whatever they want that is legal with proper registration and within legal specific opening time. Merchants can only sell products authorised by the government on day, time and on weekdays only. What, no weekend shopping that way? That is silly. This is silly. I think we go for this. Selling whatever they want is a bit mad if it's all sort of unregulated. I don't quite like the idea of that. I like this. Merchants can sell whatever they want that is legal with proper registration and within the legal specific opening time. I think probably that's what we have in the UK anyway. But yeah, I quite like that idea. So the lower income like it, the more of those moving in. We'll see some more higher income people moving in, and the middle income population will stay the same, and there's no change to anything else. Okay, right. Phew. We got away with that one then. That's quite good. And the money is going back up, only marginally, 654-ish per month, but that's good. And when these start moving in, obviously we'll get more rent and stuff from those, more taxes, as it were, coming in. Now we'll have to keep an eye on legislation. We might pay more in legislation for those as well. Right, let's just see. Are there any more gold things? Well, that's probably quite a good prospect. We might as well. If we can get another bit of gold and it gives us a tiny bit of extra monies, we might as well go ahead and do it. 75, 72. Let's go for the 75 one. So 186 we produced at the minute gold. Let's have a little look what that goes up to then. Nothing, because we didn't find anything. Splendid. So 186 goes up to... nothing. It didn't go up. Yay! Maybe that refreshes at the end of a month or something like 198. There we go. So it did go up. Yeah, now people are slowly moving in. Slowly moving in. Okay, right. That's pretty good. I'm going to leave that there. I like the idea of this. And yeah, environment. It gives environment scores. Look, it's all good. I like the idea of environment scores. Now, deserts, I am going to blat. Deserts don't give you anything. There's no environment score. There's no anything. There's no sort of land value. So deserts, if they're not useful, we'll just get rid of. So those deserts can all just go. We'll just get rid of these desert bits here. However, that one, we do want to put something on. We're going to put a thing on there. We're going to try and get oil out of that. It's 56%. Let's start digging for oil just there, because that would be quite cool if we could get it. No. One shot. Two shots. Yes, we got an oil thingy. And yeah, let's just build that road up like there. And then we could put some things here. That might be quite nice. And let's put some low density stuff just there. So 3 of those. Oh, someone's moving in straight away. Splendid. Okay, so that's good. That gives environment. Do you know what? We'll get rid of that for now. There's plenty of other environmental things around. And we'll put another one of those in there. Okay, so it's looking good. It's looking good. We've probably got... not quite half the island, I would say. Not quite half the island. But I am going to now work on this bit here. I'm going to try and work on this bit, because we've got a big bit of desert in the middle, and I don't really want a big bit of desert in the middle. So we're going to kind of blat this bit, see what's worth getting. So go through and go, right, yeah, look, there's oil. There's oil on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 25%. At least 7 of those tiles, we've got a good chance of getting oil. So what we'll do is I'll get these. We'll get the oil, yeah, like so. Might get a few of the mountains. I quite like the big mountains. The higher they are, do they add more environment? 3 land value. 3 land value height 2, 3 land value height 6. No, so it makes no difference to how big the mountain is as to how appealing it is. It's just the fact that there is a mountain there. Okay, so yeah, we'll work on this. I'm sure another issue will come up anyway at some point before we've worked on this, because it's quite a big space. And yes, I would like, if at all possible, to get all this desert done. So once we've got the oil, we'll then reclaim the desert, which is good. Get that out of the way. And then build a sort of area around here. And yeah, we might need to build ourselves some more farming land, because we're consuming more than we're producing now. So we're importing it in. So that's $54 each month that we are spending on food that we could just grow ourselves. So yes, I think we're going to work on that as well. But until an issue comes up, we shall just, well, I shall just work on this and get it all looking lovely and spiffy. Now, okay, right, an issue has just appeared, and I was just going to start doing the roads and stuff, so I've got all the resources out of here that I can, and yeah, I'm going to try and make this area sort of a usable place. It's quite difficult with where the placement of these things are, and obviously the little residential plots need to be 3 spaces away from a road at most, so it's quite hard to work out how to do it best. Okay, issues. Should public money serve to improve the transport systems? Railroad, airports, urban transport and highway should all be privatised. Public-private partnerships should be allowed to all transport systems. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but okay. Municipalities are encouraged to provide public transports, and only airports can be operated by private companies, or we must provide affordable and extensive public transport systems to all citizens. Private funds are not accepted. No, I think that's a bit extreme. I would go for this. Municipalities are encouraged to provide public transport, and only airports can be operated by private companies. Do we have airports? I have not the faintest idea. If we do, I don't know where they are. So yes, $147 a month. I think we can afford that as it stands right now. So there's no effect on lower income. Middle income people are going to move in. Higher income people are minor little dink down. But that's absolutely fine. So yeah, now I've got the challenge of trying to get this into a sort of usable state where we can put roads and get stuff in, and it's all a little bit complicated. And I don't want to take out all the stuff. I don't want to take out all the jungle, or I might start putting some forest back in. But look, environment is indeed coming down, and quality of life is now excellent and not utopian. And that might be because we are chopping down our environment, or it might be because of the taxes. We might adjust the taxes and the budgets as well. So we adjusted these things. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the quality of life has plummeted. It could be environment, it could be this, it could be many things, it could be the legislation. I don't know. Right, so let me zone this stuff out. Let's go and do all this stuff and make this all nice and livable and see how that works. Oh, does forest grow back? Look. Did that just appear? Did that bit of forest just appear? Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Right, okay, let's zone this out and come back when there is something else for us to deal with. Now, okay, right, I'm going to make a note. So it was June year 26 when we got a thing. So another issue has arisen, and I will show you what has been going on. So what's the next issue? Sales taxes on cars. Oh, it's a really exciting one. Should we raise tax rates on cars to ease traffic and lower carbon emissions? That's probably a good idea to try and ease traffic and lower carbon emissions, particularly given our previous one was to do with public transport-y type stuff, or one of them was. So, no additional tax. Extra sales tax on the more polluting vehicles. Yeah, that could be quite good. Exponential sales tax for polluting vehicles and yearly additional tax. Crikeys. Or 200% sales tax and yearly contributions for all vehicles plus carbon emission tax. That seems extreme. That's going to be very expensive. Oh no, that gives us money. Of course it does. Of course it does. I don't want no additional tax. I don't think that's right. Extra sales tax on the more polluting vehicles, possibly. I like this. Exponential sales tax for polluting vehicles and yearly additional tax. So the more it pollutes, the more you pay. And there's a yearly additional tax to pay as well if you've got a great big gas-guzzling, super mega putrid, filth-kicking out car. So yes, I quite like that idea. And it gives us some of the monies, which is quite rare. Now, I don't imagine it's going to be very popular. No. The lower income people like it, and more of those will move in. However, the middle and higher income people are not such a fan, and the population growth of those will fall a little bit. And that has just happened, look. The lower income population has just shot up a little bit there, so hopefully we'll get some more lower income people in, which could be quite good, because I don't think we've got a lot of those. I think we're mostly split between middle and higher income. Anyhow, what have I been doing? So, this area here is now a nice mix of some forest, and there's some mountains. I left mountains behind, forest in the middle. There's a park somewhere around. But look, so they've got nice things. More food. I provided more food. So we still don't produce enough food. But yeah, we're not paying as much out to import the food in. And I am going to sort that out. Because I don't like the fact that we're importing food in. I'd like to be able to make our own food. So we'll have to sort that out later on. And over here on the seafront, we've kind of got some more fancy pants houses. So they're looking very good with some sort of high density stuff up here in the corner. It looks very lovely. It looks very Miami sort of style. That's good. Some more smaller, you know, sort of, what are they? Sort of, what are those ones? Whatever it is. Lower density stuff just here. So that's fine. And there were 2 oil things here. So I took out the desert and I just replaced it with a load of forest. A massive load of forest just to cover them up and make it look nice. We're not going to be able to really go up here and do much. So that bit up there might be sort of left as it is. It's a massive swathe of jungle just there. Look at that. That is very silly. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to leave it now, I think. I think I'm going to leave it. What I might do is, let's just top the tax up for higher income people. Tiny, tiny bit. So we had 1,003. That made quite a difference. That made quite a big difference. Now already it's, yeah, that's coming down. So the money they're paying is going up. But presumably a legislative thing has happened, which means that then that now comes down. So yeah, we get more tax from them. But then, yeah, there's a legislative thingy-mabob in play, which is now meaning that we are paying out more than we're getting in, which is a bit silly. And yeah, that 17 from food is a little bit irritating. I'd like to sort that out as well. So it was June 26, wasn't it? June year 26 that we last saw an issue. So what I'm going to do is now, I am just going to leave it. I'm just going to run time on until the next issue and we shall see when it is. So at the minute it's been a year. It's been a full year since we saw one of the issues crop up. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it running. I'm just going to leave it ticking over unless something really ridiculous happens and our money all of a sudden plummets off the edge of a cliff. I will come back and sort that out, obviously. But yeah, until something happens, until an issue comes up, I should just speed time on the quickest game mode and see what the heck goes on. Okay, April, year 28 is the other one up here. So yeah, it's not quite 2 years. I don't know if there's something that dictates it, whether it's a population thing. Maybe at 34,000 population it appeared. I don't know. I don't really know what triggers the things to appear. While I'm here, I'm just going to have a quick look at this. So yeah, there's no obesity, no alcoholism, no drug addicts. 54 suicide rate, 54 people is that. That seems higher than I would like. Smoking rate is lower than it used to be. PhD in philosophy. 81% of people have got PhDs in philosophy. I would not like to live here. Yep, no social justice warriors. Popularity of reality shows. Nothing. Nobody watches them. 37% of hipsters and nobody owns guns. Dogs instructors. Oh no, our beautiful women percentage has fallen to nothing. There are no beautiful women. However, there is also no corruption. Nobody plays SimCity 4, which is sad, and 35% of people play Cities Skylines. Okay, no beautiful women. That's fallen, but there is no corruption, so that is also good. Okay, let's put it onto the normal game speed. Let's check out what this is. So, should literature and arts be supported by the government? So, no support tax incentives for cultural related businesses, government subsidies for museums, writers and artists. Everyone that is engaged in a full-time creative activity should benefit from a civil servant salary. Okay, well that one seems a little bit extreme. That's going to be a bit crazy. No support also seems a bit harsh because it's important. Literature and arts is good for your well-being. Tax incentives for cultural related businesses minus 171, or government subsidies minus 344. Good grief. How many museums have we got? How many museums, how many writers and artists are there? Let's go to this thing and check. Okay. Possibly this. Tax incentives, traffic exceeds the capacity of some roads. Oh yes, right, I can go and upgrade some roads. Government subsidy. I kind of want to do this. I think this is probably a good thing. It's very expensive, however. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Yes, that one. Let's do that. So middle income and higher income people like it and the population will go up. Lower income people just have absolutely no interest in it at all. Arts and literature, what's that? Oh, they're not even watching reality telly. I don't know. I don't know what those people are doing. So the money is going down. So I'm going to just tot those two up there. Bosh, bosh, bosh. 1% on those should help. Should help. Oh, goodness me. It helps an awful lot at the minute. Okay, that's particularly fantastic. And the demand is still high for that. Do you know what? Should we do it again? Bosh, bosh. Yeah, look, there we go. So now that should help. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yes, that has helped an awful lot. And the demand will probably come down a little bit because of my tax meddling. But it's still fairly high. Lower income. How can we get more lower income people in? It's hard. It's very difficult. That goes up and then goes instantly back down again. It's a tricky balance. It's a tricky thing. Okay. Roads. We need to upgrade the roads. So these are smaller capacity roads. These are big capacity roads. So we have some of them with larger capacity roads. I think this middle bit is a bigger thing. So yeah, maybe we need to do some more along, say, here. Maybe up to there. To make that a wider capacity road. Okay, where else has got lots of cars going on it? Possibly down here. So let's link that up. In the long run, it'd be nice to have all the roads as the big fancy pants roads. But for now, we'll just stick like this for the minute. So like that, look. Do you know what? We'll do that bit down there as well. Not much up here. Oh, right, up here. Oh, up here is absolutely rammed. Yes, let's do that with the roads. So turn that to that. Drag that down like so. And yeah, okay, fine. Now, one of those buildings changed its type there. I wonder if the road does affect that. I wonder if the quality of the road does affect it. And then should we link that up to the main thing via this? With the new big roads? Yeah, there we go. Look, so it's sort of linked up and that is all absolutely fine. Anywhere else? Oh, over there's quite busy. Oh, right. Okay, yes. Here's busy then. So let's change this bit as well. Lots of cars. Lots and lots of cars. Wowee. Yeah, it's very busy. Do you know what? Boop. Let's do that one as well. For no real reason. I think it just looks lonely and sad. Right. Drag that out. Try not to drop it onto one of the other tiles by mistake, like an idiot. Let's connect this bit up because it goes around this corner. Look, it matches up to just there. I think that kind of covers the majority of the busy traffic. Oh, it's a bit busy around there. It's a bit busy around there. Let's do this bit as well. Let's just change this bit round. A cloud has just appeared. That's a bit annoying. Right, and down here and connect it up to, say, there. And yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I think that'll do for the trafficy stuff for now. That'll do. That is absolutely fine. Okay, so yeah, so that is in then. So there are traffic issues, which is interesting. Now, I wonder how that affects quality of life or whatever it is. There's maintenance on it. It tells you how many cars there are. But yeah, it doesn't sort of have any of this, though. It doesn't have any environmental score or land value kind of stuff. So it doesn't affect it in that way. Okay, that's fine. We can always add more of that road in if it comes to it. So, right, what we're going to do is, I think that is a good spot to leave it there. We have actually done quite a substantial chunk of work there on our city management side. All that kind of is new. All that bit up there is new. So we've probably added an extra, what, 75% to the city? Maybe even a bit more. It's very, very, very big now. Yes, I know the roads are probably clogged. Let's pause it. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll come back to this. I think this probably deserves seeing through. The only thing is, these are coming through so slowly. They're coming through so slowly. How many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's hardly any in there. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or in there. 18, 19, 21 more. So if there's 21 more issues to deal with, and they appear once every 2 years, that's quite a lot. That's like 40 years. So we'll be on year 70 or something by the time it finishes. So And I would quite like to get these arcologies in as well. I want to see what an arcology looks like. Now, arcologies do remind me of SimCity 2000, very, very much so, because that was a good thing you could build. There were different types, and it all looked very good. So one of them is 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, and 400,000. So yes, I want to get one of those in as well. So we'll certainly be coming back for another part of this. However, will we come back for more parts after that? I don't know. This thing seems very slow. The issues thing just seems too slow. I would like it to just appear more frequently. Maybe once a year, possibly. And also, what annoys me a little bit, what I would like, is the ability to change it. So you go, right, sales tax on cars, click. And it goes, no, the legislation may be changed once all the issues have been answered. So presumably all the issues under the global bit. So we need these 3. I have no influence over whether these come up or not. So I can't say I want to deal with drug wars, national security surveillance and child policies next. And also that sales tax on cars, but maybe not that one. That legal work hours, I think that was one of the first ones we did. Let's say I wanted to change that now, because that was set 29 years ago. I might well look at that and go, yeah, that probably doesn't work anymore with our big burgeoning kind of thing. It was all right when we had, 5,000 people living here. Now we've got almost 36,000 people living here. I'd like to change that, but I can't. I find that a little bit annoying, given that this is the driving force behind this game. It's kind of a little bit slow to arrive, and then it's locked away, so you can't really play with it. You can't tinker with it until they're all unlocked, which could take, yes, as we've just said, a long, long, long time. So we'll come back for the next one. We'll come back for the next part. I want to get our colleges in. I think we'll crack on. We'll get a few more issues in. Maybe we'll do this bit of the island possibly next time. Maybe we'll try and do that area out here. So sort of the south, southeast area of the island. Get that bit done. Get it all nice and make it look all lovely and get all the good stuff out of it. Get the gold and the iron and the oil and whatever else there is. And then yes, we'll see where we are. We'll see where we are with that, and we'll see how long it takes. And it might be a case that we just have a whole video where I just speed it. I just go click, fast forward. I sit back, I don't know, chill out, cup of tea, sit on my phone, read a book, whatever, I don't know. And when an issue comes up, we'll look at it, go, yes, ding, right, wait for the next issue. It might just be a case that we just sit and wait until we've got all the issues done. I don't know. We'll see what happens next time out. But yes, there is still life in Citystate yet. So I hope you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. And also, if you are not already subscribed, please consider doing so to keep up to date with this stuff that we're doing, this series, and all the other stuff that we get up to as well in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Run, Ted, run quicker, Ted. Oh, Ted is green. Oh, dear. Timmy is looking very bad. Okay, there's still the same amount of water. I'm guessing we didn't get robbed. Ah, we got robbed. In no way is this going to break the radio, Ted. And you've broken the radio, Ted.